Battlegrounds 3 1700 bracket this time round. First set turned in from the 1700 bracket. Alikog versus the Angry Hobbit. So we're going to have a best of 3 here. And this is the round of 64. We have a lot of signups for this one. So the maps will have Angry Hobbit selecting Battlegrounds, and then Alikog with Arena Cove. And they banned out to Dry Lake being the neutral. Game number 1. Civilizations, we have the Angry Hobbit banning Burgundians. He'll have Magyars, Vikings, Koreans, Franks, drafted Spanish, but they were sniped from him. Alikog bans the Gujaras, selects the Byzantines, the Berbers, Ethiopians, and the Teutons. And as a random ban, the Hindustanis have been banned out. There's been a couple of random bans. It's actually kind of interesting. It's like the second or third time it's happened. It's been quite interesting. We'll have to see how that one works out. Obviously, we're going to go get into the set here. And game 1 is, in fact, on Dry Lake, and we are underway here. The Angry Hobbit with the Magyars will be playing here in red, and then Alikog with the Ethiopians in the blue. I'll apologize now, it is the 4th of July, so happy Independence Day for those who celebrate it. And yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a late start, had a family event to go to, so probably the only cast set tonight will be this one. Catch up on the other ones later on, but you might hear some fireworks in the background. They've been going off left and right all around the neighborhood tonight, so sorry about that in advance. But we'll see how these two fare here. The round of 64 is, well, it's technically the round of 64. There's only 38 participants, I think, for this bracket, so it's not a full round of 64. Nonetheless, we do have this in front of us, and basically it worked out there were 6 matchups in the bracket, and they are the lowest of the elos here that signed up. I'm going to go ahead and pull the bracket. No spoilers on this one. Obviously, this is the first set that we are casting from it. While this one gets underway really quickly, we do have, let's see, 38 participants, so we'll have 6 sets here on the round of 64. This being the first of this. The winner of this will move on to face the R286. And I think a couple of these sets are already in, so we'll get that underway here shortly. Obviously, I'm a little behind with the holiday, but we'll be caught up here in the coming days. Players continuing to schedule and play. I think another set or 2 came in today as well, which is awesome. Players are using this holiday weekend to get their games done and played, which is always appreciated. Alikog have signed up for previous tournaments before. Both these players are like mid to high 1300s. That's pretty much how the whole round of 64 players go. This is a 1700 bracket, so round of 64 having the lowest elo players in it. But they are all fairly close in elo, so I expect it to be quite competitive, which is very exciting. And Alikog with the Ethiopians here, actually going to be a very interesting civ on this map. We have seen them before, same as Magyars. You start with 3 boar at the beginning. This creation was a creation from Kados, and then we've taken it and altered it over the years and made it even more open and changed some things up. Used to be that there was only one patch of water in the middle with some shorefish. Now we've kind of added this bog terrain with some box turtles to change it up a bit, but for the most part, it has stayed the same concept here. A lot of correct terrain around, so buildings can crumble all that much faster. And I don't know if he killed that. I don't think he did. He was taking it, but hard to say at the moment. Quickly out to the hunt here. Good, what is this, 5 deer in this patch. A few more over here, and obviously some box turtles around as well. So we'll see what players go for. And oh, the pathing here is not pretty. Not pretty at all. The Angry Hobbit going to lose a little bit more HP than I think he would have hoped to. And he'll take out his 3rd boar. It looks like So both players getting the boar in quickly. Won't have that one in. Players do start with just a horse scout on this one. A regular scout would make this a bit too aggressive, as you do start extremely close to your opponent, and laming could become a factor here. Wait and see how everything shakes out, but so far everything's looking fairly even. Alikog with just a little bit more idle TC time. He has shifted on to gold already. He does have the wood for a barracks, but hasn't dropped yet. He's going to be clicking up here shortly, or he's going to be trying to click up here. And he should be able to, I would think. It's going to be extremely close, actually, if he has any idle TC time. It looks like the Angry Hobbit is going for the same situation. He will drop off his food. He has plenty of food. And looks like we're having a little bit of idle time here before he clicks up, but there he goes. He's clicking up. Would expect to see some scouts here from the Magyar players. He will actually move out to a far lumber camp, because he's going to try to wall this up and keep this very safe here, which actually is not a bad strategy to go for here. The barracks, then a house for Alikog coming up now. And then it looks like he'll shift into an archery range, I'd say. Or maybe some defensive spears. He only has one villager on gold right now. Barracks coming out for our Magyar player as well. Need the house after that. Builds are extremely similar here. Both players clicked up at relatively the same time. A little bit idle TC team for both of them. And now Alikog shifts more to gold, so almost for sure they're going to be an archer opening. And he hasn't really spread out his villagers as much, and didn't actually take that third boar. So he still has that one sitting there. Actually, he's probably going for another lumber camp here. But where will he place one is the question. I'm guessing here somewhere. Oh no, he's going for a mill! Alright, both players are very, very eager to get out to the upper peninsula here. Both players click and hit around the same time. We will have a stable opening over here and a single archery range so far for Alikog on this side. No spearmen just yet. I think going up against Magyars, spearmen kind of a fine option, but he'll go double archery range. And we'll see what he gets here. See what he gets here. And you start queuing those up as soon as possible. The scouts will be a little bit delayed. Only building that stable with one town center, actually. Or one town center, one villager. Will be up, though. Double bit coming in. 5 on gold, 11 on wood. A little bit of a difference here. Obviously not needing the gold. But farm's already coming down. And he'll head out for a mill here as well. So taking all of the deer possible for him here. There are a lot of deer on this map, so always something to pay attention to. No blacksmith though, so we will not see fletching come in just yet. The scout will be seen though, and he immediately goes with the villagers to fight this, get some of that HP off. Queuing up a defensive spearman now. And the archers might actually try to sneak up here as the scout finds those. For now, though, they will be stuck staying at home here. Spearman's out, though. Gonna need to see that blacksmith come down here at some point. Both players, scouts, doing great work here, finding the villagers on the outside. And the scouts might actually head over there immediately. There's 4 vills here, 1 lower HP. It looks like the scouts are headed there. There's been some vision on this, so maybe we'll see some preemptive walls. Would be nice. Guess he's not headed there after all. Spearman not being spread out. Gonna have villagers in trouble here. 2 of them are gonna be caught out. 1 villager should go down here. Ends up getting both of those vills. It's actually huge. Alikog sitting at very low villager numbers. A lot of idle TC time behind this one. And the spears are still out of place, so another vill could go down. The spearmen show up in time, but archer will go down. Guess not. He's chosen otherwise. These archers And try to sneak in up here. And honestly, if they could get some kills there, it could be quite huge. Blacksmith coming in behind this one. Archer's gonna hide until we see the fletching upgrade, potentially. No, doesn't look likely. Alright, I would have liked to seen fletching come in before those even went out, to be honest, but military's numbers more for Alikog, but they're not in position to defend this here. Fletching is on its way in, the archers will arrive. One Vil goes down, the attention on this side is not there either. He's fully paying attention here, and these are being pulled away while units will be lost here. Like just one archer goes down. Good villager kills here, though. Shouldn't be too upset. They're gonna go ahead and take out the deer. The scouts will come back, and they should be able to deal with this, even with fletching in, of course. A lot more HP, obviously. There's a lot of low HP ones here, and the archers are taking a very good exchange. It's not going to clean this up completely, but at least he killed a few of those scouts. Looks like he might get one more, as he does. All things considered, the Eco KD is now 3-2 in Alikog's favor. And at home, there's spears, there's archers. Those will translate nicely into the next age whenever that time does occur. These villagers just out here on the berries, just happy to deal with this. And another few scouts go down to these archers. It's actually excellent pickoffs there. He is behind on the eco just because of the idle TC time, but Alikog probably not too upset about his position after getting that raid in up here. The scouts stay home. Moving out to the deer now is Alikog. The archers see the archery range. Almost picked off that Vil. Not going to be so lucky here, but no spearmen accompanying these, so the scouts should be able to jump on this, should take them out here. It's a bit awkward. He keeps running these out here without spears. There's no defense in these skirms, so they do have the +1 attack for free. Another reason they're trading off so nicely here. Economically, though, it's not been as efficient for the angry Hobbit. And again, the archers just continue to pick off some numbers here. The scouts, you know, the KD's even right now, but it's been a bit awkward as more archers come forward, and now there's not enough scouts, and we don't have any skirms in production just yet. These archers not going to survive, though. Next batch steps up, though. It's a very awkward game. We're losing units left and right. Player is actually spreading out like crazy on this one, trying to get to those extra resources. Blacksmith will be coming up, and now we see the skirm production begin. Oh, he's going to try to block that from completing here. He might actually be able to do it. He will take out these scouts, and that is going to be another dead Vil, so this is great value. Weird pathing there. And the angry Hobbit may be feeling the pressure here. He's got to run. He has like next to no military. Skirm has no upgrades. And these archers seem to be doing their job quite effectively now. We still don't have fletching in. The blacksmith isn't going to be completed. These archers here going to clean up these scouts yet again. And now we have more villagers in danger. Behind us we have the market, we have more archers coming out. We have a defensive tower up here, so this is doing a lot of damage at this point. A lot of damage. And the next group of archers will be coming forward here shortly, most likely. Blacksmith will finally go up. And look at that, just like that, the villager number is even. More archers head forward. There's a lot of farms here for the Angry Hobbit. Not nearly as many for Alikog, but Alikog has a lot more food. He's not producing anything that requires food. That is quite nice. These skirms still without upgrades. +1 defense coming in on the scouts, but doesn't have it yet. These archers haven't been in the greatest positions at all times, but they have been killing military. and forcing a lot of reaction time. And honestly, it's about to be a castle click, and on this side, the investment's here, so he's going to need to survive. Castle Age clicked behind a few vills, which is always unfortunate, but it happens a lot more than you'd like to think. These archers could have benefited so much from 2 spears. So much. Castle Age has been clicked. It's about to be flying in here now. Bloodlines and +1/+1 on these scouts will make it even more difficult to kill, but I mean, just saying that, I mean, it's not over yet. And Castle Age will be in so much faster. This is there's a short window where the Angry Hobbit needs to do a lot of damage as best as he can. And I think he'll probably just continue to trade off these archers, which means he won't have much in the way of military. He will pull the Goldvilles. Bit awkward. The capture age is kind of jumping a little bit here for me, so hopefully you guys aren't having too much of an issue on your end. Doesn't show that I've dropped frames or anything, so let's hope that continues. There's a spearman here, is good, and oh, the skirms dying to the town center is not ideal. Only 1 spearman here, the villagers in danger. The spear will do great work for the short time that it lives, but this is the problem now. There's nothing to defend. Few archers, he's going up, he's not going to have a lot of military. It's always a bit awkward. And all things considered, will this Castle Age get him anything at this point? He's not going to have any military build up. Like a full feudal play here from the Angry Hobbit. And there's no stables. It's like, I think he just needs to drop a stable and get a few knights or camels out here, honestly. Scouts are doing work, gonna pick off yet another kill. Crossbow will be the option. A lot of vills not working. This is where the full feudal play can get super dangerous. And now the pikeman. Oh yeah, he has pikeman for free. Pikeman's the answer then. Should just go for pikeman here. Scout numbers are getting depleted. We will see a town center in the north. As long as that doesn't get spotted, it should come down. Crossbow is now in. And again, the Angry Hobbit has great economy behind this now, but he's nowhere near the next stage. And the Botkin crossbow's going to be one pretty okay here. A lot less numbers, though. A lot of exposed military. This eco up here is going to be very safe, though, it seems. And there are pikemen up here. So these scouts don't want to stop moving. Ooh, and another town center over here. He's sending everyone that way. If that doesn't get sighted, that could be a big deal. A lot of economy needs to run here. This is a very interesting situation. The full feudal play is doing work. The crossbow is just not firing all the time here. Alikog has lost so much military. The KD is super crazy for having someone still in feudal here, right? But those vills will all escape. Town center, we'll be on 3 town centers to 1 soon, but the Castle Age click is going to be coming here shortly. A lot of scouts dying, but a lot of vills have gone down as well. Be 10th villager killed here. And we have the Castle Age click. There comes Castle Age for the Angry Hobbit here. As he's dove with his scouts, diving under the TC. Not recommended. He lost a lot there. All these vills will be able to go back to work. But it is very interesting. We've got 3 TCs now to 1. And we've had the all-in as another vill will likely go down here. Crossbows and save the other ones. Nope, another one goes down. The scouts, though, all but cleaned up now. And we have to see the villager production. We need it to be there for Alikog to keep up militarily. Otherwise, a few knights could do a lot of damage here. I don't know why we didn't see more pikemen added, to be honest. Pikemen with a free upgrade do very well, and even if you're just defending with them, it's going to be pretty huge. I like what I'm seeing. The scout production continues here, and that will help keep the military numbers down. University, so he's going for ballistics now. He's not going to be able to afford it. Economically, he's down by 13 vils now. The feudal age, extended feudal age, has paid dividends, and these archers are going to be surrounded. Oh, and just losing these numbers again is not good. Castle age hasn't even come in yet. These are crossbows dying to scouts at this point. And there comes Castle age. The light cav upgrade will be coming in. 10 villager lead before town centers were able to come down here for the Angry Hobbit. He will drop one here. He's going for light cav first, and then he's going to be producing knights as well. Ballistics is on its way, though. Still shocked that there's not pikemen, and these pikemen could have been brought in. These pikemen have a whole 1 kill between the two of them, and could have a lot more, I feel. Another archery range. Light cav, and a few knights. Going to have +2 here in 18 seconds. Ballistics about to be in as well. I'm going to dive on the gold. And Alikog going to lose more vils yet again. Ballistics in. These crossbows are doing their work, but it's not going to be nothing. Oh my goodness, what's... Get out of my game castle. Coming forward. What's up, Happy War? Hey-oh. This is a... Oh, it's so all in. He's only sending 9 vils? Yikes. Like he's rethought it, but... He's doing the damage. I think he should be fine. He's going to drop it here instead. I think I like that a little bit better, to be honest. This is a little bit ambitious, to be honest. But it looks like the game could be coming to a close quickly here, as Alikog just unable to defend his economy here, even for the slightest amount of time. It has been rough, and that castle could be denied? I don't know, how many crossbows we got here? 8? 9. Yeah, the knights are here. Castle's gonna come down. Only sitting 9 vils, he's very confident in his military at this point. Villagers gonna go down here. Will this castle go up is the question. It's a TC fire. These knights could go down quickly, but the constant flow of reinforcements should get this castle up. Is there enough vils? That's the question. Crossbows are going down. Only 2 vils left. If he micros them down, he might be able to keep this up for the moment. And 4 vils would have to come forward. The hero crossbow can't snipe the last vil. So close. These crossbows are trying to dive for it, and they'll get it. Castle denied. Here comes 12 more vils. No, this is the round of 64, so this is the low end of the participants that signed up. So these players are like mid to high 1300s for the round of 64, which is actually only a round of 38, technically. But this castle will go up, and Alikog likely gonna call the GG here shortly. His main TC, his economy is gonna be completely under threat, and now the pikemen start to come in here. Just imagine a few more pikemen, even these few pikemen saving a few vils here, the economy would be in a lot better position. But yeah, that castle goes up. Alikog has lost tons of vils and has been losing vils left and right this whole game, really. There are a few town centers there, so maybe he's feeling pretty happy about that, as the lion is invading the farmland, will be defended from. Now, the crossbow numbers are starting to get messed up there pretty well, but we're going to have to see quite the counterattack here. As the villager advantage has really been pulled ahead quite nicely here for the Angry Hobbit. Nice if you could edit their elo beside their names. Yeah, I wish I could. But, unfortunately, it doesn't show elo like it does when you're casting some games, right? I think it only does it on live games, actually. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I can figure something out. It's awkward because they flip a lot, right? Yeah, I'd have to do it up here. But it doesn't, the score doesn't move. I don't know, and it's not really super high priority for me right now. We'll see how things go, right? We'll see. Maybe I can do something up here, like I said. Just have to figure out how to position them properly. It'd be about it. But nonetheless, I know that everyone in this bracket is below certain elo, right? So, are we having an evacuation, or is this a forward? What do we want to see here? There's a lot of vills coming forward right now. Is he thinking this is going to be a counter castle? He can't afford to buy it, can he? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I got your games today as well. So I will ping you before I cast your set. Tonight, it's the holiday weekend situation, basically. But we had our barbecue today because it's July 4th, so lots of games to catch up on casting for me. Happy holidays for those who are celebrating. Villagers dying again. Oh yeah, yes. Cannot complain. The food was good. Had a good time. All went well. Getting a super late start because the kids were still up, and obviously, game 1 has been very messy here on Dry Lake. Yeah, I guess. I think he was trying to go for a castle. He's just gonna go for this gold. Is he out of gold? Is that why? Get gold here. I don't think he's seen this then. He scouted all this? There we go. No, so he has not found the gold. He's desperate for gold. That is awkward. It's gold here. Very interesting. Yeah, unless he throws this. You're right. It's looking really, really tough. Militarily, though, Alikog has the numbers. He's on stone, so maybe we could see a castle come in at some point. He does have the military numbers to do some damage here. Yeah, I mean, there's no finding those TCs. I think he forgot about his original scout, to be honest. Actually, has he scouted the whole map? Almost. Yeah, it's a shame he hasn't found this. The attacks will come at some point, but not enough skirms here. There's not enough knights here. Pretty soon, Alikog will have a castle of his own as well. Yes, indeed. They definitely do. That is one thing of this map. The gold is not in a ton of abundance, so it is interesting. The knights are going to try to dive in here, and they're going to find, what, one villager? There's only one vill here, folks. There's some pikemen here, just in case. Those pikemen will do some damage, but not a ton. You do like how the map's prioritized spreading out? Yeah, I mean, gotta make people do things they're not accustomed to doing, right? Castle will come here. There is a knight. I don't even know if this castle is going to go up. The crossbows are coming back, so it should go up. And the Angry Hobbit's going to drop a castle there, apparently. This has been a very interesting game. Players all over the map. Lots of things happening. The castle should come here. I don't think here's a good... I guess he's going to take gold away. That's his goal. Lots of damage left and right here in this game. The KD is fairly close, but the Eco KD is super in favor of the Angry Hobbit because of that extended feudal age. A Mangonel is going to come here. Will it get some shots off on the crossbows, or will it go for the Vills? And go for the Vills. Gets taken out. Castle will go up. Interesting, interesting. That castle, if it's seen, might not go up. There's only 3 Vills on it. These villagers are dying. Skirm's going down. The knights try to come back. They're not going to find any damage here. Alikog might be clicking soon. Yeah, he's sending the farm now. He wants this to go up. I think that makes a lot of sense. He did find this one. He tried to put a lumber camp there. Only to realize it's taken up. Villagers are dying again though here. And Alikog has been struggling to save these villas for a very long time. Economically, it's just a blowout, and the Angry Hobbit has a huge economy. And these crossbows are diving in deep here. And this is not really a fight you want to take, even though you're going to be under castle fire. Yes, I mean it's been a fairly interesting game. It really has been. I mean the military numbers again for the Angry Hobbit are gone, right? So it's not the end of the world. Alikog, I mean, if he ends up getting up, because I don't think the Angry Hobbit's going to be going up at any point in time. What do you make with the Magyars with no gold? When you don't have anything, I guess you go Magyar Hussar. Or Hussar by itself. But when there's no villagers to kill, if he just has a mass of crossbows, who knows? Who knows what will happen. This gold will be available. Villagers up here. We have a monk coming out gonna snag that relic. Question is, will we see Imp? And there it is, yeah. Imp's on its way. Honestly, I feel like this is the Angry Hobbit's game, but I don't know. He's not able to get the military on the field, and he's not queuing behind things. Got a lot of build-up resources. Alikog does not want to lose these. That is going to be a big problem if he loses his mass here. Yeah, there's not a lot of farmers. There's not a lot of farmers for either player. 17 on food for one, 20 for the other. Yeah, these just need to go back for the castle. Shotels! And now he's going to come out here and try to take this gold. Obviously going to find that town center now. Good early expansions here. There's going to be 3 tiles of gold here. It's like Angry Hobbit is on the gold there, and then this gold is secured for the time being. He does not need food, and 4 villas go down. Let's find every villager counts. And the skirms are going to be killing some villas here. One-shotting them, actually. The Shotel warrior production has begun. Not having any gold is going to be rough, though. We see the market abuse come in, and the Angry Hobbit gonna click to the Imperial Age as well. Will be quite the lead here, though. Will it do enough damage? And where do you set up the Treb? Guess you have to try to Treb down the production buildings in that town center. I don't know. Gonna be interesting. The Treb will come out. He's now going to gold here. This will be spotted because obviously the houses are here. 1 relic in at the moment. Alright, try to get rid of the spider. Dispatch that guy. 2nd relic in. What are we trebbing first? Is he gonna try to treb this castle first? Or is he gonna try to trap the buildings here? He needs to go. He's got the time. He's going to north here, it looks like. Arbalest upgrade is in. He doesn't have the bracer upgrade in, which is probably more important, but this castle will start to get trebbed down. And we have another castle being built up here in the north for defense. Or sorry, the west. And there's not many Shotels here. 24 skirms versus 24 arbalests or 26 arbalests. No Treb following this up. Very strange game. A very strange game. I'm so confused. What are we gonna see? That is the question. The skirms are just going to attack the Treb, and they're going to actually kill the Treb if there's no repair villagers nearby. He will have to use the Arbalest to try to save this, and it's not going to be enough. The skirm numbers are going to take care of the Treb. Not often you see a skirm kill a Treb. Now we see more Treb. Yeah, I mean, he is making a few knights and light cav, it looks like. He's going to try to raid in the south. It's not really, I mean, there's only 11 vills here in the town center. Good on the relic collection, though. That could come in clutch. But the repairs continue. A Treb from here. The Treb going to be coming out. Chemistry's in. Bombard cannons could be huge. As we see siege engineers and scale mail armor on their way in, as the knights are attacking a farm. Down unnoticed. That Treb is still just slightly on the hill. Just the lack of noticing this here could be huge. A lot of skirms. A lot of skirms. He's actually trying to Treb this down. The Treb has come from this direction. There's actually a Treb here, trebbing down the mining camp, which is kind of awkward. Send it to the castle, sir. I think that the Angry Hobbit has done enough here where he will be able to close this one out after killing off this castle and this military. Cleaned up some of this, couple vills worth. Cleaning up buildings back here. This castle won't be able to stand forever. And chemistry coming in for our Magyar player as well. He needs to repair this Treb, and he will do so. Will it be enough like it should be? And the Shota warriors aren't going to be able to defend this for long. There's not enough of them. Castle's getting some kills, but how long can they survive this is the question. No repairs coming on this castle. And after that, where do you go from here if you're Alikog? No eco. There's just no eco on the map. There's not much that can be done here. These knights actually find the gold miners over here. This is going to be another 7 dead vills. Castle and the Treb goes down. All these vills will die. These Trebs should head to the north and try to deal with the military up here. This Treb has been killing farms, a few other buildings here and there, but now the light cav's starting to come out. Full skirm, some Trebs. Just gonna be fight to the finish here, it looks like, until this military is cleaned up. Yeah, Alikog should not be able to come back from this one in any way, shape, or form. Is severely out-popped here. Almost 100 pop to the positive for the Angry Hobbit. As after this fight, it will be. And those Arbaleth will not survive for long. Trebbing down some more buildings here. Nothing Too crazy. Surprised Alikog hasn't called this one yet. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't been out GG yet, just based on the population. More villagers gonna die here. The Trebs should head to the north at some point. I guess he's gonna take out the production buildings while the military cleans this up. And there's a GG. The Angry Hobbit takes game one in quite an interesting game one, to be honest. But GG nonetheless. Very, very good game. We're gonna check out the maps here. See where we're headed next. And we'll update this. We have Magyar, first pick with the win. Our third pick for Alikog here. And the Angry Hobbit forced us to Arena Cove, which is Alikog's home map. Let me load in to that one there. Then we'll get underway. All right, Arena Cove, let's go. Yeah, we do best of threes around here. One game is not enough. Never is. It can be a lot for casting. Some interesting water island formations. This one, for those who aren't familiar with Arena Cove, we watched a game or two on it recently. Byzantines here for Alikog, who's looking to force the game 3. Will need a win in order to do so. And then we have the Angry Hobbit here in the red with the Koreans. And this is actually going to be a tough matchup on water early on because there are no demolition ships for the Koreans. If the Byzantine fires do end up with the advantage, it will be very difficult to come back on water. But we could see a push on land. You never know. Obviously, the map is designed to have a predominant water fight, and that will become very important. However, there is plenty of resources on the map and plenty of land for things to go down outside of it. Water, though, being absolutely huge. A mammoth task indeed, but, I don't think that having, for a amateur tournament, I don't think that having a round of 64, even though there's only 6 matchups in this round, even if it was a full round of 64, it would still be best of 3, and I would still cast it, because I feel like it gives people more of a reason to want to play their set and have it casted. I don't know. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Clash of the Trash Unit Civ. Yeah, I mean, Koreans with this new bonus of theirs is quite an interesting Civ now. Their archers cost less wood than a Mayan archer. Seems very awkward. Seems very awkward indeed. I've only played them once personally since the new changes have come. And it was on a Yucatan game, and it was a very awkward game where I ended up against a Mongol player who tried the Step Lancer play, but he was not familiar with how that one worked out. He went scouts first of all, and then basically just walled everything out. And then once I saw Step Lancers, I stonewalled it out. Boomed. Didn't see a single archer from me in that game. Ended up just going into Halb into early imp. You did, Happy Blur. I was super annoyed, to be honest. That strategy on Yucatan, I was like, what is this crap? Yeah, I went potato for sure. It was a really strange game. Nice timing on the dock here for a Byzantine player. He's going to need a house, but then he'll be able to get all this done. He's actually sending this bill back. He's not going to take shorefish. Where's the shorefish? Oh. Well, this is quite a bugged map here, but it looks like it's interesting. I'm going to have Hitch look at this one. I don't know why, but there should be shorefish. There should be like 2 or 3 at least. I only see 1 for either player in total. That's really awkward. So that's really going to hurt the food income, although food income's not everything here. Obviously, you're going to have plenty of food on the map, but a very awkward situation. Very strange map. Although this is a perfect dock. Hey, there are 3 deep fish. There are different types of deep fish as well, but there are 3 deep fish, 4 deep fish within a few tiles. It's pretty impressive. I'm a little annoyed with the shore fish not being here, but I mean, all things considered, the players have a lot of fish to be happy with. Yeah. As we progress into the later stages here, you're going to see Byzantine fires, almost certainly. I don't know why you'd choose Byzantines to go something else, to be honest. But what are the Korean player going to go for here is the question. He's going to go out for the mill. He wants to mill the deer. It's a strategy that's been very popular, and a lot of players haven't done this as of late. I think this is only the second time we've seen someone do it, which is very interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's actually perfectly fine. Like this wouldn't be like a position where I would think we'd have to have like an admin ring or anything, as we have some very awkward fishing going on here for the Angry Hobbit. Very awkward indeed. But I think it has to do with the island generation here, because this is very odd. I mean, I don't know what the map scripting looks like for this, but this is just wrong. You can see all the shorefish are actually around it. So I think it's just an awkward coincidence here. A very awful situation though. Our Korean player has chosen not to fight for water, and he's invested a lot into this, and he's going to give up water. I do not believe that a fast castle of any caliber will do you any good if that is what he goes for. He might click up now, but it's 29 pop to 25 pop, and feudal age is upon us. If you're going to give up a free boom on water, I wish you the best of luck. And unless we're seeing some crazy strategy, like a arena-esque push by a castle followed with monks and siege, I don't know in what world this works. Especially on this map. Very interesting strategy. I'm curious what this is going to look like. And it doesn't even feel like a good Castle Age play right now. There's just not enough food in the bank. And he's about to lose all of his food income. Minus these few units here. And they're going to go down quickly. At that rate, I don't know how long that dock will survive without him. He's just sending these out to food. Okay. Only 3 on gold. I guess if he sells the stone and the wood, it might be close. And he probably could click up at that point. But seeing the uptime, I think that you aren't going to invest super heavily into this. Maybe a few more fires just to patrol around some more and try to kill things off. But, I mean, this villager's going to die. It's not realized. It will go down. Oof. Oof. And the scout here, where Alikog sees the deer, sees all the villagers on the deer. He should know what's coming. House goes down, this dock's gonna go down. Only 1 fishing ship remaining here. It's like a 30 pop click, and now it's no good. The villagers, however, will move out. So is it gonna be some sort of a forward, is the question. No, he's just heading out for more food. I don't understand. But we'll see what he's got in store for us. He's actually going to be able to sell some wood, maybe buy a little bit of food, and he will be up. But at what cost? Now Alikog knows what's probably coming. Should be a forward castle, but he's just gonna... The Angry Hobbit's just gonna play this as like a land map and boom, I guess? Should be adding fish behind this, but instead we're still going fire guy. This could be an overinvestment on water, actually. FC drops some fires. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen some interesting plays on this. The most interesting of which was a Khmer forward castle, Scorpion, and Monk push with the mangonels. Which is interesting. But Alikog's going to be up roughly at the same time. He has Byzantines. He needs to add more fish, though, behind this to really make water pay off nice and early. That dock will be done for. He will need to be very aware of what's going on here. Blacksmith coming behind this because the building's not there. Scout goes down. So this actually is buying some extra time here. It'd be great to see some fish being added. 11 here. I guess maybe he sees this and says 11. Well, let's see what the Angry Hobbit has in store for us here. I like the attempt. I like something different. He is on stone now. He needs to come forward and, you know, stonewall this in. Another 11. I don't understand why these guys are laughing so hard right now, but they are. Neat stuff. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting. It is very interesting. However, Castle Age is in. Second and third town centers at home. More houses. We do see a huge pop discrepancy, however. And now we're going to see more docks added. We should see more fishing ships added. Castle Age is on its way. And we will have barracks here as well for Alikog. So 3 TCs, we'll see what the response is. But, interesting. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't, I don't think he's going to transport. I don't think he's going to transport. It would be really, really risky. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. Another dock. Fishing ship numbers are now going to come out, so, I mean, we'll see what the play looks like here. But he can't afford to produce out of all these town centers. And the fish are being added. I wish the fish were added sooner for Alikog, to be honest. He actually is buying food to continue producing these vills here for the Angry Hobbit. So it's just so tough to fast castle on this map and boom, and have any sort of advantage. Immediately going to add the second town center. He's added a few fishing ships. He's now up to 7. The villager lead is about to be gone, and it will be even very shortly. But more docks, more fishing ships. At this point, I wouldn't even mind a transport. Send one vill out here and dock the crap out of this here. War galley upgrade. The vills are coming forward, but for what? Stone walls? Has to be stone walls. Very interesting indeed. Alikog bought some food. Okay, he's coming forward for stone. Alikog gonna grab a loom, and he's gonna grab a bow saw. And we need to see more fish. We see more fish. We need more villagers to pop. Alikog, and honestly, it's really a close game. I'm really surprised. I think the mistake for Alikog here and why he's not ahead farther is the simple fact that he did not make fishing ships earlier, as I do see the war galley start to be in production here. So he will be able to range a lot of this here. There is almost enough stone in the bank for a castle for both players here, actually. So that is always interesting. And we see a monastery here already. And Alikog going for relics. It is what you like to see. Where will the castle go is the question. There's 1,000 stone in the bank for Alikog right now. As he's going to try to stonewall forward, which is a nice move. And the one vill might actually make this happen. These villagers aren't very many in number, but there's no military here that can deal with this. Well, the monk will see this, though. And if honestly, if you have these villagers, you run and don't attack the monk. Yeah, now this is realized. And the response will be what? Bring forward the monk. Bring forward the warships! Something! And now that's gonna skid stone wall here. Da, 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 da. Kill the monk! So awkward. And he's gonna try to counter the castle here. That's what he's gonna try to do. They can just heal each other. If healing wasn't broken before, they will get the kills, but now there's a knight here. This has bought a lot of time. The vills are all gonna die. Oh no, he even dropped the castle. Oh, the angry hobbit's he's done for. Yeah, this is gonna be a tower here. All those vills will go down. Yeah, game over. A very interesting strategy. I mean, before all the action went down, it was actually a villager lead here. I mean, if you guys come up against this strategy, I think it's pretty obvious you need to add fish earlier. He only ended up having 7 fishing chips right now. He did make a transport. Hiding right now. But I like it. I like it. A very interesting game number 2 here. Some strange strategies chosen, but I can appreciate the attempt here. We're going to go back to the drafts. Definitely a weird game indeed. Battlegrounds. Alright, we get to finish another set on Battlegrounds. That's awesome. Korean loss, Byzantine victory, Berbers and Teutons left for Alikog. Vikings and Franks will be here for the Angry Hobbit. I'm going to grab a drink and then we'll load into the game, guys. Game 3 between the Angry Hobbit and Alikog, guys, and we are looking at a Battlegrounds game. Gonna have Angry Hobbit in red with the Franks, and then in the blue here we have the Teutons with Alikog playing them here. Gonna be interesting. Going to be very interesting. Battlegrounds, and the tournament's named after it. It used to be our set map for game number 1, where we adapted to this new drafting system. And there's been very competitive games on it. I mean, the Viper and Hare played a show match on this game, or on this map, and it was very, very pleasing to watch. I feel like it was a good game. A lot of fun to see players at that level duke it out on this map, right? But we'll see how things progress. We'll see how things work out. The Angry Hobbit losing game 2 on an interesting strategy. Alikog lost game 1 on Dry Lake to a very full and all-in type feudal play. Turned into a delayed feudal. And the game ended up going to Imp, which was crazy. But, in order to advance onward, one of these players has to win. This is the decider. The map has proven itself over and over again, and it forces you to expand out for resources, making it all the more fun for us to watch, and all the more chaotic to play. Alikog with the Teutons, a civ that I find to be quite fun to play on this map, especially with their cheap arms and their extra melee armor. Always a nice benefit. However, their mobility is constantly a problem on this map, and unless we see some walls, I would favor the Frank player, who will likely go into a heavy scouts play. Not having to get the bloodlines upgrade is quite nice. Not having to get the farms upgrade, also quite nice. Really kind of forces the Teuton player to play more defensively too, because you can't run away. So it's an awkward matchup early on. As the game progresses, however, I think I favor the Teutons more. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. Game number 3 here in the decider. And we have nothing to do but sit back, relax, and hopefully have an insanely good game for you guys here to close out the evening. Like I said, this is the only set I'm casting tonight. A little bit of a late start to the holiday. I have a lot of sets to come, though, so if you haven't already followed, please do so if you're interested in seeing how this one shakes out. We do have so many games coming. It's absolutely mind-boggling, actually. See how many games we have coming. Just on games, well, best of threes that I haven't cast yet. We've got Andrew versus Sir Isaac in. Got Wander Waltering or Waltering Wander versus Plan B in. We've got Lonzo Wall versus Shaman 25 in. Arun Sharman versus Hopeless in. Ooh, Too Big, Too Heavy versus DJ. Those games are in. Kalal versus his opponent, who is the Dusk Husk or something like that. Those games are in. I mean, those are just the games that I've received. Players are all scrambling to get their schedules aligned so they can play their sets here. Just routed off like 6 sets of best of threes that I have to cast. That I'm going to be trying to just continue to crank them out here left and right. I might even have like a daytime stream tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow afternoon after I get some stuff done around the house and get everything in order. I might try to cast 1, maybe 2 sets tomorrow afternoon. No, not 100% sure on that. I'll ping players and such if that does occur. But, I mean, so many sets to cast, so many things to do. If you guys do miss anything and you want to see the cast, there's always the Twitch VODs. Those are always available. And then, well, they're available immediately following the stream, that is. And then we have my YouTube channel that I'm uploading everything on. I've been doing like a video a day. There might be a day or 2 here in the short future where I upload 2 a day, but lots and lots of things to do. Both players going for 20 pop builds, and we're going to see scouts from both players here. Angry Hobbit yet to drop that barracks. Barracks coming down for Alikog here. The Alikog got more of the pigs. Like the Angry Hobbit just kind of missing a few. Couple left on the map. A lot of food, though, still to be taken. Gonna wall up a bit. I actually wouldn't mind this wall right to the town center. Maybe wall up to the gold and then to the town center. Would be a nice little wall up on that side. And really just straight back to this wood line, really just secure that area. Could be a nice wall, so he's gonna go for that. Looks like he might be. We're about to see both players here, and we have to have a house come down as we are gonna have the Angry Hobbit housed for a short period of time. Gonna end up getting Wheelbarrow, no, Town Watch first. Not have the OTC time, and that stable's gonna be up about the same time here. Not too much of a difference there on your bottom left of your screen. Like, it will be pretty close. And yeah, there's gonna be some walls. Not gonna be fully walled. I guess this is gonna be good for vision at the very least. But, you know, I mean, it does work out alright here to have this situation for yourself. The food is going to run out soon, though, for our Teuton player, and he has a lot on wood. It's only 1 lumber camp, and he's taking some stragglers, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. On the opposite side, our Frank player will move out, and he will take advantage of that ever so nice forage bonus, which was just nerfed. We'll take advantage of that. Scout will hop out here. Here's the Gareth in that town center. Lots of HP loss there, so that is quite nice. Went for a huge wall up, actually, for Alikog. I mean, if he can get these up and somehow manage to keep his military able to defend them, that could be very nice. As he will send a few more builds to wall. A large investment into walls, but I guess you do save the wood from the farms. Scout numbers here are a little bit lopsided. We do have a spear somewhere. That's sitting here in this open area, but Alikog needs to finish these walls if he's going to invest this much time. Like that is gonna be walled up, I'd say. Close. So far, Alikog just gonna get his walls up, try to get his eco to be safe and nice and comfortable here, and shouldn't be too much of a difficult process. As looks like he'll be good on that side. Could be a wall on this hill anywhere, though, you never know. And there we see a hole. So, a little bit unfortunate. Town center gonna get some damage off. There's a spear here. These villagers should survive. As the scouts will come back, that spearman gets some damage in. And, yeah, no fun. Well, no fun walling hills in this game. It never is. This is going to be downhill hits here. There's no military to defend this. This could be very ugly. Angry Hobbit not going for him, though, yet. One scout to defend this. One spear coming back and more scouts coming in. Some HP loss there. This bill could go down and probably will go down. But the military runs away. So Alikog has lost a villager. Could have lost a lot more, I feel. And there's still a hole. There's still two holes, I think, actually. If he just clicks in, there might be a hole somewhere else that I don't know about. But always awkward walling up on this map. This is a huge wall. He basically walled off this entire corner of the map, which seems like too much to me. Really does. I really think that if he would have just walled from the town center to this wood line and this direction, securing this whole area would have been plenty. But he wants more, and he's going to have more. Just going to wall up behind this. There are two spears now, a few scouts. No upgrades for either. Did he just click in again is the question. Not the fight you really want to see here. And he will run, losing a lot of HP there. Farm numbers though, 17 to 14. Horse collar and double bit axe in for both players. And those spearmen doing some good work there, actually taking out a lot of the HP. And two of the scouts, three of the scouts. Alright, so military numbers are good for both here. Blacksmith going to be coming up. Who goes up to the next stage first is the question. The forage bonus not really coming into play there. And Frank, Scout, will take that fight. Win that fight, but only a few of those in the field. Forage bonus is coming in nicely here. I don't know if the Angry Hobbit might be relying on this too much, though. Will it be enough is the question. Always awkward to say. He hasn't built this blacksmith yet. He's dropped the wood and everything for it. He's on one lumber camp. Interesting play. House walls all the way across here. Both players going for walls that are just massive. I'm still confused by that play, but you know, secure the home front, right? Secure the home front. Wheelbarrow on its way in now for the Angry Hobbit. A little bit less idle TC time for the Angry Hobbit. Has Wheelbarrow, sorry. The Alikog just now getting Wheelbarrow. Has a little bit more idle time. The villagers have been noticed here. Shouldn't be too close. About 40 wood on this one. Or 40 food, but I don't think they can get through here. Maybe once that one goes through. Seeing the walls come up completely here. And it's kind of stalemating now. Both players looking to get to the next stage, and I think our Teuton player actually is going to click up faster. Going to grab a stable, and then he'll have a market. And his food count and his gold count looking quite good. It's going to be fairly close timing for both, it seems, actually. And I would assume both players go into knights here. That click should be coming here anytime. Alikog can click up, and it does. Behind this, just missing a little bit of gold. And we should see the click up here for the Angry Hobbit in a second as well. As actually he goes for another veil, so gonna have a decent time for both, but will be faster. A little bit more economy though for our Toot player. Or sorry, for our Frank player. Two scouts remaining on the field here. And we're going to continue with scout production. Another stable behind this, so there'll definitely be stable units, as we're going to see 3 stables here from Alikog, who's getting foraging now. He's going to get the gold mining upgrade. A lot of upgrades coming in for both players now. Pressure will be on over here, though. Could be walls behind all day, though, with spearmen in defense. In some free hits there. A lot of HP lost. Bloodlines now. The Teuton player will have the more HP on their units. Let's see how well that comes into play. And I think this villager should just keep building houses. I do like seeing the spearmen being added here. The scouts will turn back. +2 coming in. And we'll see some knights in production then. But behind this, the eco is slightly better here for Angry Hobbit. 41 vills to 35. We're going to need to see some expansion from both players, especially for gold. A town center over here could be quite nice. Knights are going to go forward here, though. +2 will be coming in. This could very well be chopped through quickly. The scouts will turn and come back, however. See light cav come in, then we'll see some night production. Newton's also benefiting from the extra conversion resistance. Can always be quite big and make the difference here. Alright, we are going to see a town center out here. How many vills is he sending? Not a lot of vills. This is going to be risky. The military numbers 11 to 10 right now. The spearmen have yet to be upgraded. These are castle age units. The spearmen don't hold much of a shot. They will take some significant HP off of those scouts, but shouldn't get a single kill. They will get cleaned up. The knight numbers, though, with +2, +1, will be alright against this primarily light cav. This town center might actually go up no problem. You see a monastery and 2 town centers coming up for the Angry Hobbit. It's going to be very interesting to see where this one goes next. Very interesting indeed. I feel like knights win those fights every day. Yes, they do. And again, we're seeing a monastery come out here shortly, it looks like. At least it should be. And there's only a few relics on the map here. Obviously, we have, how many do I have on this map now? 3? Just 3? There's not 5 on this map. Just 3. Limited resources, limited gold. Makes things difficult. Alikog's selling some things. Looks like he's just lacking some gold. I don't understand why he's selling that. He's going to build up the houses over here. Should see all this coming forward. This should be able to be walled behind, though. And actually, the gold being secured here is going to be quite crucial. Very limited gold at the start, and it is running out quickly here. And, yeah, this should be able to be walled out. Needs to be addressed quickly, however. The knights will come over. Yeah, the Vill moves over, so this won't get in anytime soon. Knights will get here no problem. And it looks like he chooses to turn and run. And we might have a fight here on our hands. The Teuton player engages, and the Frank player did not at first, so it is an awkward fight. But the Teuton player will win this, no questions. That is going to be a rough exchange there. Husbandry just now going to be coming in from our Frank player as well. already having iron casting come in is very nice here. The conversion could actually come into play here. Looks like it will. Conversion happens, or actually that knight must have died. The fight is not the greatest because the knights over here are not there. The monk will go down though, and the Teuton player taking quite a nice exchange really after everything's all said and done. Can't really complain. A castle defensively here on the hill in front of the gold. We see a monastery coming out on this side. Military numbers are equal right now, but the upgrades are definitely better for our Teuton player. He should be very happy with his position. He gets his own monastery up and out. And economically, it's very close. I'm gonna go for another conversion. Does it get the conversion? The Teuton resistance is there. Doesn't look like he will at all get that. Let's see a monk come out here. Looks like that relic will likely be grabbed. We see villagers coming forward for stone. These villagers are going to be extremely vulnerable here. Angry Hobbit does have 3 TCs behind us and a castle defensively. We will claim one of the 3 relics on the map. That will be nice gold income long term. These villagers, with 15 of them, kind of tell you what's going to happen. We want stone and castles for our Frank player, which, you know, can defend quite good on the map. A lot of gold over here. Angry Hobbit had a mill built over there, actually. Interesting. Be 1-to-1 on relics here. And who will get the third is the question. It dive! This is not a good dive here. Not a good dive at all. No conversion attempt. There it comes in, so I guess this was seen. Military numbers, 26 knights to 20 right now. And oh, 2 monks gonna get conversions. Maybe 1 conversion comes in on the other side. I don't even think it came in. I think it got killed first, and the villagers are gonna have to run, and it is gonna be tough to hold this now. As villagers will go down, the eco will all of a sudden be catching up, and monks are dying. We did get a conversion in there as Alikog converted another knight. All those villagers go down, and more to go down here as well as they are running. And we see the switch behind going into infantry against the Teutons. Not exactly what you want to see. A lot of healing going on here. These knights gonna slowly get their healing built back up. And these castles defending the same spot essentially. They are up on the hill. Will make it hard to push. Will push this into the later game, but don't really want to go pikemen against Teutons. You really don't. And the knight numbers are quite incredible here. I think he should try to do some damage here. However, he needs to collect this relic, needs to expand his economy, and he should be a fairly happy person as handcart's going to be coming in, which will be quite a nice upgrade. And all these knights that had some injuries are miraculously healed by the word of the monk. And now it gets even more interesting. It's still an ideal time. All things here, 37 military to 6 right now. And these are houses, and these are fully upgraded knights in the castle age. Don't think you want to run straight over here, but there's not many pikemen. They don't have a lot of upgrades. I think he's clicking past, because obviously he doesn't know this is fully walled. And honestly, just run in. With this much military, just run past the castles and dive. Another monk getting that relic, fighting under the castle. And, yeah, this is going to be ugly. There are 14 villagers here. There was a house that has gotten put down. And Alikog is actually... He's just going to attack this. Apparently. Oh, man. Oh, man. Forcing another castle. The gate is open. The knights are going in. Imperial Age on its way. I don't agree with throwing these all this way, but... Yeah. There's the GG. Did it come in already? I mean, it should come in before long if this continues. I mean, these knights will just kill this castle over time. Villagers going down left and right. A university. Imp clicked for Alikog and he has all this res built up. Yeah, the knights are gonna dive in. That castle gets cancelled. There's tons and tons of villagers back here just chilling. Oh, he's gonna go for the gate block. He's missed a spot here though, unfortunately. So, that and there are knights on this side as well. And it looks like the Angry Hobbit is not gonna survive. I don't see how he survives here. Imp is on its way. And villagers are dying left and right here. I guess Alikog's not going to be able to close this up. The Angry Hobbit is not going to give it up just yet. But all the idle TC time, all the idle eco time now. And, you know, these pikeman numbers are getting traded down a bit. So the knights are dying, but there's 20 more cavalier behind this. And the Imperial Age is about to come in. Another monk will go down. More villagers still going down. These two knights have 12 kills, 7 economic kills. And, might get another vill. Or 2. Got the 1. My oh my. Town centers, and town centers. No castles yet. As he will get one now. He's placed it, he'll place it here, and then he'll just treb down from the Imperial Age. He's coming out for gold. He ran out of gold. The Hobbit, the Angry Hobbit, did not get any gold. Controlling the map. Knights will come over. Cavalier and a Blast Furnace coming in. This will go up, if not right now, will go up very soon. The pikemen will be enough to dissuade the knights for a moment, maybe, but all things considered, more vills will be sent forward. And trebs will be produced at mass at this rate. Yeah, he just garrisons those vills for a second. We'll take the fight. And that castle will go up. Then we're going to see trebs start to come out. Those villagers don't stand a chance as they will get taken out. And now we have Cavalier with all the attack about to get plate barding armor in as well. And just all the control in the world here for Alikog. He's got 2 relics behind this to the 1 here of the Angry Hobbit. And the Angry Hobbit is far away from getting to the next stage now. Trebs will come out. These castles will start to get trebbed down. And there's really not much you can do after that if you're in the position that we see here as Paladin gets clicked. Oh my goodness. Paladin's not really necessary here. Not really necessary. But it will come in. And, yeah, the trebs will come out. Maybe we'll get to see some Teutonic Knights here at some point if this goes much longer, but I don't know how long the Angry Hobbit's going to want to stay in this one after he sees Paladin. Especially since he's getting trebbed back and has no gold control. And look at all of the outposts. Look at them all. He's just like clicked them all over the map. He wants to know where his opponent is. To be honest, he's probably surprised that his opponent did not spread out, to be honest. Paladin is always necessary. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, Happy Boy, I agree with that. I agree completely. Alikog does do well on the map knowledge, I feel like, though. He's done a very good job spreading out on the maps. He's paid attention. He was going forward to Wall and Arena Cove. Even in the game he lost, he spread out quite significantly. I mean, both players did. A lot to be said for that. A lot of map knowledge on these, obviously, coming into play left and right. Imperial Age is on its way now. But at what cost? As we hear the monks healing up these paladins. So these are going to be 38 and then some paladin that are soon going to be at full HP if he stays here long enough with all these monks healing. We'll just send some of them out. Building houses like crazy over here. He was housed for a split second. Shouldn't be a problem for much longer. Oh, he sees this happening, so he will send the paladin. This will be the first glimpse of paladin here for the Angry Hobbit. And there are so many paladin now, they can easily take this fight as the Trebs will come forward and wipe this down. And yeah, he actually wants to run. He doesn't want to take this fight, and he's going to have to. And this is a post-Imperial unit versus a Castle Age unit. Will absolutely shred here. And I think maybe 4 Paladin will die at most. And yeah, G's to the G's. Alikog moves on here. And he will advance into the round of 32 in the 1700 bracket. GG's. Congratulations to Alikog. And yeah, impressive set. Thanks for participating, Angry Hobbit. Hope you enjoyed maps and your stay during the tournament. But yeah, GG's all around. Hope everyone enjoyed the cast. I'm going to update the bracket. There are no spoilers because this is the only set that we've casted out of this here, and we'll update the bracket. Alikog will move on to face the R286 with a 2-1 victory there over Angry Hobbit. And we still have 5 more sets in this first round here, and we already have sets coming in from the round of 32 as well, which is awesome. Looking forward to those, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully, we get a ton more games casted here in the next couple days. And thanks to everybody for showing up. There's been a lot of people here chatting and following along with the bracket, which is exciting. Obviously, this is the first game from this one, but the 1300 bracket is advanced to the top 16. So we've already eliminated half the players, which is crazy, which is absolutely awesome as well. Now, I did finish those cast up last night. For those who missed it, the games are available on Twitch VOD or on the YouTube here. If not tomorrow, the day after, those sets will be completed on there.